Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lisa, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you lots of charming, pretty in pink, summer-inspired projects. These will inspire and surprise you, and all can be made with items from Dollar Tree. Now let's go into Dollar Tree and pick up some items for our first project. I picked up some of the tinsel-wrapped flamingos, as well as some of the Dollar Tree Just Chenille yarn that's so plush, and I thought it would be fun to do as I've done at Christmas time with some of the other tinsel-wrapped ornaments to remove the tinsel and replace it with a nice plush yarn. The technique is the same for all of them. All you need to do is make a cut and unwind the tinsel from the frame. That will reveal a nice empty surface on which to put your nice plush yarn and elevate the look. As you're unwrapping it, be sure you save the part that has the little eyes attached because you'll want to reattach it to the plush yarn. You can see it almost has a prehistoric look as you look at just the wire frame. The next thing you want to do is to cut off the tag, and then we're going to use our 3 different colors of the Just Chenille yarn, and we're going to rewrap it in the same color combination. You want to begin by just using a drop of hot glue at the starting point to hold it in position. It's very easy then to wrap each strand around the little nubs that protrude from the frame. Going around, you'll want to keep your rows very tight. You can see how easy it is to wrap the pink yarn around the body of the flamingo, and it catches into those nubs very easily. I did find after I gave it one complete coverage, I did find that I wanted to go over the entirety again with actually 1 and in some areas 2 more layers to give it a nice full plush feel and to cover up any little nubs that were protruding. Here you can see that I'm using the orange yarn to wrap each of the legs. Again, I'm just going around tightly and actually doing an extra overlap to give it a nice full softness. And I'm just going around catching each nub, make it very tight. And then as I get to the little large webbed kind of foot, I'm going to wrap that as well. I used the black yarn to rewrap the beak, and I attached each of the little wiggly eyes on either side of the head. Here you can see how charming it looks and how much fun it would be to make several of these to use as a decorative accent. I think you're going to love this next project. I went into Dollar Tree and looked at all of the beautiful designs they have in vases. I purchased 2 of these round bowl-shaped vases, one larger and one smaller. You definitely want graduated sizes. I filled the base with some of the sand I had collected. It's a mixture of natural sand as well as a bag of sand from the Dollar Tree. After I leveled it out, I added in a little bit more, and I have included some pearls mixed in the mix. Then, after leveling it out again, I added in an assortment of beautiful seaside-inspired items. There's a starfish, and there's some decorative shells. You'll see I tried to choose shells that had some pink coloration. I added them in different shapes and sizes, and also intermingled some lovely pearls. I also added some little pink floral-shaped bling just to add that pink accent and give it a little bit more shine and interest. Into the smaller bowl, I added some sand as well. And again, it's that same sand mixture with some pearls as well. Adding the pearls into the sand mixture really does add a nice texture and dimension. After I leveled it out, I put in a candle. As you can see, the candle is inside of a glass holder. I bought a set of those at Michael's. You can see how nicely the bowls will stack with the larger one forming a nice base. The next thing I'm going to do is take some hot glue and use the hot glue around the rim of the bottom bowl. After all of the elements are adjusted as I wanted, I added the hot glue just going around that edge. After the two bowl-shaped vases were attached, I added a glittered starfish that came in a collection from Totally Dazzled. It was just the perfect touch to add some sparkle and shine to the exterior of the bowl. This is such a beautiful project that can be made for just a few dollars. As a final decorative touch, I added in some little rubber miniature flip-flops that I had purchased in a package from Hobby Lobby. I couldn't resist adding that little whimsical detail. It's such a beautiful accent and looks lovely lit up at night. For this next fun, easy project, you just need a self-adhesive wall tile from Dollar Tree, as well as some white paint. I have here the Waverly chalk plaster, as well as the apple barrel candy pink. And you'll need a tray from Dollar Tree. Any one will work as long as it's flat and somewhat rectangular or square in shape. Using the bottom of the tray as an outline, I simply cut it to size and laid it in the bottom. I'm going to paint the wall tile first so that I don't risk getting any paint on the tray. I've mixed together some of the candy pink as well as a little bit of the plaster color just to soften that color a bit so it's not so bright. And now we'll just go ahead. I've left the plastic on the back just to give it some more substance and weight. So now we'll just go ahead and put a layer on the tile. Several coats were needed to get full coverage over the tile. Once it dried, I used some gold rub and buff to bring out the detail and dimension of the tile. Dollar Tree has beautiful adhesive embellishments. Along with their beautiful stickers, they have these jewel borders. They come in pink, and you can see the beautiful shade of blue. They also have pearl, and I chose the pink to finish this project. Spray painting the silver tray with this Krylon metallic gold paint primer made a beautiful finished surface to complement the tile. Adding that jeweled border really finished it off in such an elegant way, and I think the golds look so cohesive and complement the pink so beautifully. I think you'll really enjoy making this project. This next project is the easiest by far. All you need to do is purchase one of these silver trays from Dollar Tree for $1.25, along with some pretty wrapping paper. I got this selection from Amazon, and it had different florals, and it comes in shades of blues as well as pinks. So since our theme is pretty in pink, I'm going to go ahead and use a sheet of the pink. And I've cut it to size, and then all we have to do is hot glue it and do a little bit of embellishment. I used some of the pearl jeweled border to cover up that edge where it meets the tray, and it gives it such a finished look and such a nice quality. For this next project, we're going to use a cylindrical vase from Dollar Tree. These are really a nice deal. They have a nice weight and design, and they're just $1.25 a piece. You can see I'm using painter's tape to block off lines that we're going to use for our design. You can see that I've put one strip of painter's tape beside the first one. Then I'm going to put a third strip straight down as well. Then we'll remove the center strip. By doing that pattern, we have our stripes evenly spaced. I'm just going to continue around the vase in the same pattern, using the same technique of laying one strip beside the other tightly against, so there's no separation between the two pieces, but also without any overlap. And then again, after I've gotten in the third strip, we will simply remove the center strip. It's a clever technique that I just recently learned that enables you to have your lines nice and straight and evenly spaced. After you have all the strips in place, you also want to cover the base of the vase because we're going to spray it upside down. I'm outside and I'm going to use this Rust-Oleum Gloss Candy Pink spray paint to give the vase a nice even coat. While our spray paint is drying on the vase, I'm going to begin this next project that I think you're really going to enjoy. I purchased these 2 pineapples from Dollar Tree in their tropical summer display section, and I'm going to use the same 2 colors we used earlier in the video. I'm going to use the Candy Pink in the Rust-Oleum, as well as the Krylon Metallic Gold that we used to spray paint the tray. Both colors have a beautiful finish, and I think they will go well together. Inspiration for craft projects comes from so many different sources, and in this case, I happened to see on the can of the spray paint a spray painted pink pineapple, and it's on a wooden base, and I thought that would make a really fun way to make a set of bookends. I also saw Jessica on her wonderful channel, one of my favorites, at Life of Style blog on YouTube. And she also did a fun project spray painting pineapples in pure gold. These projects are so much fun. Meanwhile, our candy pink striped vase has dried, and I removed the painter's tape to reveal the pretty design. Adding a band of the pearl jeweled border is another way to enhance it, and here I've paired it with one of the Dollar Tree light up flamingos. They're really fun and would be neat party favors or little place settings for a summer party. Doesn't this add a charming air of whimsy to the table setting? I think they're so bright and fun for summer. They would also look cheerful in a bathroom as a little nightlight for a child. I think they're so much fun, and Dollar Tree sells these flamingo napkins as well. It's fun to dress up your tablescape in such easy, inexpensive, and fun ways. And not to be forgotten is our plush flamingo, reminding us it's time to move on to our next project. The pineapples by simply removing the tag and unscrewing the lid, which is the top of the pineapple along with the straw. We're not going to use the straw, so you can remove that, but you see that will reveal a hole. In order to fill that hole in, we're going to use one of these flat marbles from Dollar Tree, and I'm simply going to hot glue it down into the center. Using hot glue on the back of the flat marble, I'm now going to set it down into the leafy stem of the pineapple. Once we use the Krylon Metallic Gold spray paint, you won't be able to see that that's there. The finished pineapples and stems look really beautiful. I think the colors are so pretty together. And because the base of the pineapples were already pink plastic, it made that coating go on very nicely. Any light and shaded areas where the spray paint's not quite as thick actually just adds a little bit of dimension and texture. I'm really pleased with the result of these. And now we're ready to assemble our bookends. I purchased these decorative stones from Dollar Tree for the purpose of adding them to the inside of the pineapples. That will give the pineapples some weight and some substance, so they'll be able to serve as substantial bookends. I'm just going to add enough stones to stabilize these so they won't tip over easily. Probably just go up about, maybe a third of the way up the pineapple. I think they just look beautiful. All I had to do was simply screw back on the finished tops, and you can see that the pink is just such a milky, creamy color. I'm so pleased with these. The total cost to make these using just a little bit of spray paint is about $3. And then I did, as I mentioned, spray paint in the metallic gold color, these 2 wooden squares from Dollar Tree. They're going to form the base of our bookends, and all we have to do now is to hot glue the pineapples onto those bases. The wooden squares fit perfectly. Aren't these so beautiful and high-end looking? I call these bougie on a budget. They're just beautiful, and you can see them displayed in my bookcase. The books that they're supporting are so beautiful and so easily made. I demonstrated this project on a previous video when I made a book stack using some hardback books from Dollar Tree with the jackets removed. I then simply painted them white and added the beautiful stickers that you see I purchased from Dollar Tree. This evening, I added some gold ones to tie in with the gold pineapple tops. These can be customized to complement your own color palette. I hope you've enjoyed these wonderful projects. I have really enjoyed making them for you. I also hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. It's fun, free, and festive. Take care. Thanks for watching, and God bless.